Now, speaking about the Chernobyl exclusion zone, many people think that it's a black box, something very terrifying. But even now, there are two clusters. The central cluster, something that will never be recovered and will never be returned to the economic use, and the major zone. Now, it can't be used for human residents, right? Yeah, for people residing there, right? And the basic zone, or just the broader zone, that can be recovered. The question is whether it should be recovered, and we are going to discuss it a bit later. So in terms of this cluster, can they be related to the to one another in terms of research? Or should they be isolated? I think they can be linked, because the classic scheme used by radiobiologists, there is a hot site or control site, something's going on there, and you will have some sampling points, etc. And in the entire exclusion zone, you will be conducting active research. So I would not be dividing it like this, but I understand that for the management, for better understanding, it is a quite sensible subdivision. But for scientists, there are no such dividing lines. And when we go from the hot zone and we do carry research inside the new safe consignment, etc., what's the difference? There is a difference. And the matter is that when we assess an impact of a certain radiationally hazardous object on the environment, we should know all about this object. We should know the situation with groundwaters in the radius of 30 kilometers. We should know the flow of waters. We should control the lower strata of atmospheric air. We should be controlling food stocks in the areas adjacent to the controlled zone. So the very reserve in the Chernobyl zone and entire infrastructure in the 30-kilometer zone ensures the input of data that would show that the confinement is under control. It is managed and manageable. There are no emergencies imminent or looming there. And the next important, I would say, most salient factor for further construction of NPPs in that zone, which I hope will take place, say, in 10 to 20 years. So in order to build those NPPs, we should know everything about the situation there and the development of the situation. And hence I see the link between biological, botanical, however strange it might seem, and radiological research. And this knowledge is critical for industry, for energy sector, for addressing some practical tasks and objectives of ensuring lives and livelihoods of the population there as well. Denis, question to you. What do you think about this option of building new NPPs in the exclusion zone, and how will the reserve respond? I think if they are constructed in the reserve, it's okay. Okay, in the reserve territory, no, beyond the reserve territory. When I say it's okay, I mean that we should, of course, monitor the environmental situation. And to me, the exclusion zone, it's not only 30 kilometers. We know that people and objects and facilities can coexist. There is room for everyone, for researchers, for the biospheric reserve, for tourists, etc.